Howdy. Since I don't get any money for what I do, I can do as much as I want to. Anyway, some of you may have seen this picture, which is part of a project I'm working on. And I made some discovery just before. Here we have the city of Brig, and we are in Switzerland. Maybe we have to go back. And this is the Bortelsee here. The Bortelsee, if you watch it on satellite picture, it has this kind of features that I think it is really well possible that it's fed from below. So it drained into Brig and we had the floods. We have geothermal planned there. I don't know if it's done already. And we have a thermal bath. With this being said, let's hop over to Google Earth. For those who have seen the video I made earlier about the Edelgraben and the Bhutan Bridge and the White River, here, really white, a white river, which originates somewhere up here. Okay. And if we zoom out a little bit more, we will notice that the city of Brig, which I mentioned in my paper, which is the project, is not too far away from this white river, which has been today in the news once again. Because it's known that this is flooding every now and then. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. So, I think this is already really interesting. That we have those two so close together. Ilgraben and Brig, and somewhere here is the lake Portelsee. We could try to find it. It's not so easy since it's frozen and it somehow. I found it immediately. Portelsee V. I don't know what this V means. I have no idea. But check it out. I think this is fed from below. Of course, there is water draining into it also. And it can really be possible that it fluctuates in its water level. So it could be that every now and then there's a whole lot of water coming down in a short amount of time. So let's try to figure out if we can find anything here. In this region, and I even thought that we could go to the Mount St. Helens and make a comparison between this region and Mount St. Helens just by watching at it. Illgraben. So now we took a look at it. This side seems to be brighter, but also I don't know if the quality is any good. Do we see any details here? No, this doesn't seem to be. So the question remains, why just this one, for example, makes this flat? Of course, it's obvious. Here on this side, there are loose sediments which weren't fused together enough in order to form a stable rock, probably. I don't know. I just really started with figuring stuff out about this event. Then I just do it live here with you. Mount St. Helens. Go. All right. Mount St. Helens, America. White rivers. All over the place. Blue Lake Trailhead. So this is a volcano. Like officially. But I just wanted to see, is there any similarity between this mountain and the mountain in Switzerland? Yeah, there is snow and that. So here we have this kind of white river stuff I'm talking about. And it seems this is just flowing. It starts here. Basically in the middle of the flank of the mountain. Really? Yeah, it seems like. Really interesting. And here we have others, bigger ones. I am not sure if that's snow or not. Maybe this might be snow patches. I don't know. Really hard to say. A glacier. So maybe this might be snow, but there's also like these kind of flow patterns and stuff. That's a pity to not to be able to say if it's snow, but this brown stuff isn't snow. I doubt. So the question remains, even though I tried to look and I don't have. Maybe the time. Or you are maybe bored. I don't know. These might be snow. But these other white things maybe aren't. So let's go again once once again the further away. So here is the biggest white river, Elk Rock, Castle Lake, Cold Water Lake. Really interesting. A cold water lake beside a volcano. Geothermal activity. Is this the actual glacier? I don't know. Might be. But there are two big holes in that, from which originates one of those bigger white rivers. Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument. Yeah, maybe there are similarities. A little bit hard to say. What was it again? I cannot remember. Ilgraben. So now let's check this out again. Do we have anything which could somewhat indicate water pouring out of the side of a mountain? Or sediments? Or both? Is there anything? Yeah, but this quality isn't really good. These might be frozen water veins, or they might not be. I mean, frozen ice, or frozen waterfalls. Yeah, many of those rocks have really liquid forms because they have been liquid in the creation process. There was a whole lot of water included in that, which cooled everything down so that it didn't get burned. In places where we don't have much water, rocks are much more dark, even black. This looks interesting. But that's probably not the place where this one came from now, what we were watching earlier. This is also very interesting looking, but the quality of this is really strange. Maybe it doesn't look like this at all. But anyway, a small comparison between Mount St. Helens and Ilgraben. didn't lead to anything yet. Maybe once then. Maybe need some work. Or not maybe, it needs still some work to find out more details and stuff like that. Wasserfall Turtman. No, let's watch a waterfall still. Yeah, this kind of greenish water. Gypsum, I guess, is making that. And I wouldn't be surprised if this water would be also slightly alkaline, which means it has more than 7 pH. And obviously, there is also some floods going on because we have rocks all over the place, and vegetation has also been erased at the banks of that. Yeah, there are people. So you can somehow get a grasp of it, how big this is. Seems to be a nice place. Yeah, I know. You probably expected I would explain all the time all kinds of things, but I don't know what to say. I'm watching, searching for clues, searching for something. There are two lakes, really interesting. Why are lakes up there? If this would be just drainage, there would be probably just one lake, then the two side by side. Lac Noir, the Black Lake, which could indicate that it's very deep, which shouldn't be a surprise since I think they are connected to the groundwater. So it could be really, really deep. If this wouldn't be in the Swiss Alps, if this would be, I don't know, Hawaii or Indonesia or America, one would probably think, yeah, that's volcanic, no doubt. But we are in the Swiss Alps, so it's a little bit different to talk about volcanic activity. And I also find this very interesting. There's just this white patch within this kind of debris flow, which goes something like this, and then we have this white patch, and here is a border, different kind of sediment, and here is different kinds of sediment, and here seems to be darker streaks. And if we go further up, maybe it's just a missing part from this, which went down. Because of heavy rain, like they always explain. But somehow it seems to be very big. Like all these from up here, really? I don't know. Ilse. So that's the lake. All right. Accidentally found the ill lake. Yeah, they built a dam here. So where was this? This was up here. So it could. That's really interesting. So this thing, what I just found by real accident, you have watched. I was just zooming around on Google Earth, not really knowing where I am. I found this, and it turned out it's really close to the Ilse, where we had activity today. Which is visible here. That's from today. But what are this? What is this wave? Check it out. There's a wave. I hate my self-talking, or hear myself talking. It's really strange. Really strange having this kind of monologue here and talking with nobody, talking to my phone about stuff no one cares. Because there are so many things or people freaking out. So this was this afternoon, and I don't know if that's the same wave or flow peak or however fluctuation thing this is. And obviously it's sunny, the sun is shining. And here they say again it's rain. Which still gave me the idea to check out Windy. Do we have now radar? No, we don't. There's still very much missing. No picture from here. This was live, so there's like an amazing amount of lightning going on in Central Europe. So now let's check it out. Is there any lightning strikes also there? Brig is easy to find. Loik is here. And here is our Ideltal. And obviously it's yellow. There has been lightning. 10 hours ago. Seems to be that it has been after the flood, probably, or at the same time. So there might have been some heavy rainfall as well. But as we have seen in the video, it was sunny as they took the video. Yeah, I understand. The water has to drain down from the mountains and stuff. It takes maybe a while. But still. And I'm not saying that that's exactly one of these locations, but it could be. there are so many things which somehow would fit very well with what I somehow epiphanied about. I had an epiphany about this. You cannot choose the things what you get epiphanies about. They just they're just happening. It's an experience. It's something really, you know. And I was freaked out for a few days, and I thought, that's what like glaciers, volcanoes. Really? Are you serious? Who's talking? Yeah, strange, but also very interesting. Like seeing these kind of flood events happening just now, like as I try to get something together about wide rivers and these kind of things, and it's just happening. And one example more for these. I started to read about Tagliamento, one of those wide rivers in northern Italy, and this collage, which I made several days ago, Mount St. Helens with the wide river, Nalchik, Russia, wide rivers, Montmaur, France, wide river, Udine, Italy. This is the Tagliamento. I made some video about this, I think, which is an alkaline river, pH 7.5 or something. Parma, on the other side of Italy, North Italy, wide rivers. Valgau, Germany, wide river with a 90-degree bend in it. Or maybe two rivers, or three, I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. I was just Google Earthing, searched for wide rivers. I think this is very interesting, and I really would like to have more time to dive into this, but there is so much stuff going on. Tomorrow, 6th of the 6th in the year 2022, which is also 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 666. We are moving out of town tomorrow. So there's so much stuff going on. Gardening, for example. But I think I'll leave it here. This was a really long video. I have no idea what I was trying to tell you, but it's over. Thanks. Bye.